Northern Thailand, full of friendly people, elephants, temples, trekking through jungle and mountains, great food, noisy tuk-tuks, and cool travellers to hang out with. The perfect place for an adventure off the beaten track, or even better, volunteer and give something back. A different kind of working holiday before 30. Not only will we show you a few things you should see and do while you're here, we'll also give you the inside scoop on how to turn your holiday into a volunteer experience, staying for longer and getting a lot more out of your trip.
It's a beautiful country, the people are friendly.
Thailand is an amazing place. However, there's still a lot of challenges that they're overcoming.
I fell in love with the park and being so in touch with nature and doing manual labour that you'd never do at home. It sounds crazy.
I've been here for about 2 weeks, so I've been able to see so many different operations like abdominal surgery, brain surgery, spinal surgery.
You should do it for yourself because it's such a massive learning curve for you, and obviously you should do it for the kids.
It's just nice to be giving something back because Thai people are so friendly and so lovely and they give so much of themselves to you.
It's an amazing experience. It's the easiest way to put it.
Yep, this is all must-do stuff before 30. Thailand is a favourite destination for young Aussies. There is so much here to explore. If you love the outdoors and you're after an adventure that's unlike any other you'd get back home, this is the place to come before 30. Now, ordinarily we'd show you how to extend your trip by embarking on a working holiday, but this time we're doing things a little bit differently. This time we're showing you how to volunteer in a few ways in order to give something back and keep the adventure going. Either working with animals or the community, you'll get to know the locals and the country a whole lot better than you would if you just came here for a holiday. Chiang Mai is the largest city in northern Thailand, 700 kilometres north of Bangkok. It's surrounded by national park to explore and hill tribes to visit. And the city itself is packed with things to do, stuff to eat and bars to drink at. So if you find you're having the time of your life here and you just have to stay for longer, we'll show you how it's possible to volunteer in a few ways to keep the adventure going. Either working with animals or a community, you'll get to know the locals and the country a whole lot better than you would on just a normal holiday. Just remember to book your flights and accommodation early, as Aussies love this place. So head to vmusic.com.au and we'll show you how to get organised, how to get to Thailand, how to find the volunteer job that's right for you and still have the time of your life. While Chiang Mai is the ideal place for your volunteer holiday, you've come a long way to get here, so you might want to have a look around first. If you've got a bit of extra cash, here's 2 ways you can do it. If you just came to sign up or you don't have too much time or money, you'll be heading straight to one of the volunteer groups to start your mission. But more on that later. But if you do have all the time and money in the world, why not check out Chiang Mai and the surrounding area first? Go eating, drinking, trekking, boxing and more. Chiang Mai is the hub of northern Thailand. Everybody does Bangkok, so if you're after something a little bit different, then this is the place to come. Not only is it a great city to check out, but it's also the jumping off point for trekking through the surrounding national parks or signing up with a volunteer group. Chiang Mai means new city, but it's actually more than 700 years old. The original city was enclosed in a massive wall and moat, which you can still see today. It's a fair bit smaller than Bangkok. 170,000 live in the city and 1 million in the metro area. The sights, bars and food here will keep you happy for ages. When I was a kid, I always wanted to live in a treehouse. Finally in Chiang Mai, the dream has been realised, although these ones are 5-star. Check it out, it's like Tarzan on payday. Where are the monkey butlers? Fern Paradise is only 4 k's from the city centre, but feels like 1,000. They call them barns and there are 15 to choose from. Their website also says, and I quote, "You can be in touch with the shady of nature and meet the 100 of rare ferns." Awesome. Barns cost $50 to $100 a night. Of course, if you want to stay in the thick of it and you don't have as much cash to spend on accommodation, then you'll want to stay in a hostel. Now, hostels in Thailand can get a bum rap because, let's face it, some of them are a little bit dodgy. But not Seven Suns, this one is very nice. And tell no lies. Seven Suns is centrally located, so you can walk to most of the good spots in town, and it's on a quiet street, which is a massive win. There are big dorm rooms, great for making new friends, or try one of the themed private rooms if you're the interior decorating type. Now I've got a bed, it's time to do a few lines. No, not that kind. There's not just hill trekking here in Chiang Mai, but also zip lining, which involves racing along a cable that's suspended hundreds of feet above the ground. It also involves suppressing the urge to shit one's pants. Here I go. So tell us about how the zip line works.
Oh, here, right? We use a principle of gravity. So we come from high to low, right? So we stretch a cable between the tree, and then we just go with the pulling, right? We have so many different lengths, from 20, 30 meters to 400 meters.
Zipline Chiang Mai has the longest run around, and it crosses the Mae Tang River. Actually, it crosses the river 4 times. You don't just do the one zip line, it's a whole course, something like 18 lines and a canopy walk too. But enough hanging around in trees, it's time to go back to school. Now, if you want to take home some of the things you've tried here, then it's time to go pro and sign up for a cooking class. Today, I'll be making 3 courses. First up is a red curry with a curry paste I've made myself. I know. Second will be a tom yum soup, and third will be my pièce de résistance, a chicken cashew stir fry. Mum, stop laughing. Well, I wanted to come here today mainly because of MasterChef. It's the greatest show on television, and I thought, I could show off some skills of my own. If I've learnt anything from MasterChef, it's that playing the pity card always helps, when you're being judged. So I started telling them all about my dead dog, etc., and it didn't go down too well. Although on the plus side, I now know the Thai phrase for "shut the hell up, no one cares." So it's not all a loss. I think I will finish on top. I mean, some of them there are German, so that counts them out. I've been sucking up to the teacher a lot. Complimented his earring. Said it was nice and sparkly. Said I liked his haircut. He told me about private lessons afterwards. I think I overdid it. Okay, I'm done with the classifist activities. Behind me is the line of Muay Thai boxing camp, where I'm going to get into my very first physical punch-on. I know, kids, I'm surprised too. This big mouth has not gotten me in a fight in 25 years, but today I'm going to face my fear, man up to another human being, and hope for the best. Lana Boxing Camp trains both locals and foreigners to compete professionally in Muay Thai. And if you're serious, you can even stay here and be just like Rocky. A whole day's training is only $10. My tip is to warm up well and don't eat before training, unless you want to vomit on your opponent. Although that could be a good tactic if you're losing. All in all, it's kind of like being at a really dodgy nightclub. Everyone's hot, sweaty, and trying to punch each other's heads in. I think I've got to go back for round 2. Come on! So Sherry, you're from the UK.
Yeah.
What brings you to Chiang Mai?
I've been coming here for a few years. I come here every year to train and do volunteer work, and I just love it here. I just feel like it's home, so it's a good place to recoup.
What was it you do in Thailand?
Well, for the past 2 years I've gone to this Burmese shelter, which is on the Thai-Burmese border, and it's called OPC, Opportunities for Poor Children. And it's like a local Burmese set-up organisation which looks after about 40 to 50 kids, kind of like an orphanage in a way. And it's just nice to be giving something back, because Thai people are so friendly and so lovely, and they give so much of themselves to you, especially coming from a place like London where it's a bit different. And it's wonderful being part of the community.